So you're sitting there. You're wondering what to do. It's quite simple. Allow me to tell you. You go to Varrock. You get your Rune Axe out of the GE. You made a big point of getting this Rune Axe earlier. And so what are you going to do? You're going to go get it. It's sort of how it works around here, right? I have teleportation, right? Indeed, I do. Off to Varrock we go. What do you think we're going to find in Varrock, everybody? Maybe a fountain or a... Hey, look, it's a... Oh my... Wow, imagine that. Great. Listen, give yourself something. A present for your birthday, maybe. Give yourself a sandwich, bake a cake, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's up to you, dude. You have this power. You have this power. Believe in yourself to have the power that you have. Yes, indeed. Oh, it has just come to my attention, by the way, that in having a Rune Axe, I now become a target, visibly. So that is something I suppose I should be ready for in some way or another. And I shall be ready for that in the way of having food in my inventory, as I always do when I venture out into the great unknown, indeed. Hopefully it didn't take all my 16k. Wow, that was exact. How was that so exact? 16,204. So he must have tried to sell it for 16... No, he tried to sell it for less. And then my value came on top? I don't know how this works, but anyway, none of these herbs are going. So that's a problematic situation to be certain. But it's not going to stop me. I believe in myself. And for that reason, I could do a variety of different things. For example, I can tie a shoe. I could drink a water bottle. I can click a mouse. What do you got? That's 3 things. How do you feel about that? Pretty good? Pretty bad? I don't know. It's up in the air at the moment. Let's take a look here. We got Camelot teleports because we're going over there for the double oaks, right? Double the oaks, double the fun. That's all you got to know. And then, what do you think? Do you think we should fletch, or do you think we should, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at. Fire make. That's right. You think I was going to be a little coy about it? No, I was not. How about 4 of those and 2 of these? That's probably overkill for how close the Camelot Bank is to those 2 oak trees. But you know what? Is it really such thing as overkill for safety in Deadman mode? Maybe. One of these days, I'm going to teleport into this Camelot area, and there's going to be a dude with an ancient staff staring me down. And then you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, uh-oh. Get it? Uh-oh. Oh, no. How could this happen? Stop running around that way. You run around that way again. Guess what's going to happen? It's not going to be good for you. It ain't going to be good for you. Oh, wait a second. I got to move these cakes up here, don't I? I wish I thought it. Wait, I can move the cakes and they'll still continue chopping the tree. That's amazing. I didn't know that we had the technology to do that, but apparently we do. Here we go. Full inventory of oak logs. Now, there's one thing we got to try first. First thing, how many experience from the shafts? Please make the shafts next time, game. Thank you very much. Make the shafts. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. 50 for the shafts. And how about these short... Can I make the longbows? I cannot yet, but I can soon. How much for a short bow? 82? You kidding me, dude? Wow. That's really a... Wait, what is it? Oak shield. 27 to make an oak shield. Good. Good. I'll work on that. One of these days, Lewis, we're going to get 27. And then after that, oh boy, you are not prepared for what your eyes are about to witness. The reality of the situation is as follows. I'm close to the bank. I've already got 54 HP. Do I really need 6 spots of food? Answer, no. So I'm going to bank these 2 cakes because I feel like it's going to be more useful if I'm getting attacked out here to have the single bite massive heal. That's right. Talk about 10 health coming in stronger than ever thought humanly imaginable / possible. And you know what? I'm good with that. That's A-OK with me. 44 wood cutting. Absolutely fantastic level. 2 logs from a single tree. Wow. We're really making strides in the wood cutting realm now, aren't we, everybody? Great job. A bird's nest falls out of the tree. Fantastic. I know for a fact that a crushed bird's nest is worth more than 10 GP at the moment on the Grand Exchange, which is good for us. I'm deciding, by the way, to bank the logs that I fletch because it's going to take longer to fletch them than it does to actually run to the bank anyway. And number 2, that was number 1, obviously. So number 2, I need money. That's just a fact of life. I spent my entire cash stack on this Rune Axe, and so I'm really hoping to make all that back plus a whole lot more from this wood cutting and fletching adventure. So if I can manage to do that, then yay, everybody. Great job. But if I can't, then boo, everybody. Boo. What? Wait, this guy's a genius! Oh my goodness. Dakota, if you fletch outside, it's more XP. Oh my, this man, this myth, this legend has saved me just touch it. Ooh, okay, well, all right. Thank you for the pro tip. I do appreciate it, very much so. Wait, a bird's nest just fell out of the tree. This is the exact next inventory, right after the man, the myth, the legend, Just Touch It himself told me exactly how to get twice the experience for fletching that I was previously getting, which is standing outside of the bank instead of standing 5 squares north, where I'm in the bank and getting 5x. I walk 5 squares south, I'm out of the bank, I get 10x. Yay, everybody. Anyway, that's 2 bird's nests, and they both have seeds in them. I do not know what seeds are worth. However, the bird's nest by itself is going to be a most pretty penny. One of the most pretty pennies that I've ever seen in the entirety of existence, for that matter, okay? And listen, I'm not talking about just some regular old run-of-the-mill Abraham Lincoln. No, I'm talking about the shiniest Abraham Lincoln you ever dang seen in your dang life, y'all. So it's 250 fletching experience for these oak longbows. However, I can make the shields now. Let's make a crossbow stock just for the fun of it to figure out. 160? Ugh, gross. How much for a shield? Can you not make the shield? Oh, it takes 2 wood and twice as long. But it makes 500. Wait, it takes forever. Oh no, yeah. I'm just standing there doing nothing. Wait a second, guys. Why is this fletching adventure taking so long? Oh wait, maybe I should actually fletch the log. Wow, great idea. You're really helping me out on this one, everybody. I couldn't figure out blah 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 blah. I'm actually trying to equip an oak shield, I think, here. I'm curious about the impact that it might have on my defensive capabilities. First things first, I got an extra oak log, so you know exactly where that's going. Then again, I think that shield might just be more than twice as long as making the oak longbow, which means that experience per minute is actually less. So let's take a look here. 2, 4, 2, 12, 2. Wait a second, I'm not even wielding a shield, so obviously my defenses are going to go up. 7, 10, 6, 13, 7. Great job, everybody. Give yourself a good old-fashioned pat on the back and believe in yourself, because you can do anything that you set your mind to within the realm of physics. Unless, of course, physics changes. That's possible. And if that's the case, I mean, really, then you can set your mind to anything that you set your mind to, which is, by definition, what setting your mind to something is. But again, that's neither here nor there. Where it is, though, is right on the horizon. Just put on your sunglasses, look right at the horizon, and you will find it in that exact location. Sitting here just outside the bank, making these oak shields, I think I'm going to stick with them, even though they might be slower than the oak longbows. And the reason for that is that, oh boy, is it fun. I've never made wood shields. This has not happened. This has never occurred. Now I'm doing it in blinding medium definition for the first time, which is nice. It's very pleasant. It makes me feel oh so joyous in my heart. By the way, where can I fletch willows? Not where, I know where. At a willow tree, but come on. What I mean to say is when. At what level, my friend? I'm going to check as soon as these shields are done. Ooh, just 2 more to go. Wherever shall we go after this? It's probably not at 33. I'm thinking it's at 35, but it might be at 40, in which case, oh, what fun it is to ride on an oak tree log forever. Because that's going to take a long time. Okay, let's take a look. And bows, willow short bows, 35. But is a short bow good enough? I do not know. I suppose we can find out when we get to 35, but, I mean, really. Wait a second. I have 11. Ooh, wait. Ooh, there's a guard there. Very interesting. Why is it right-click to attack a guard who's over level 1,000? I mean, really. That seems, quite frankly, a little bit dangerous. I am level 58. 1,337 is quite a bit of a higher level, admittedly. The man, the myth, the legend is asking me for 2 air runes. He told me how to get double experience in fletching, so guess who gets 2 air runes for absolute free? That's a great question, everybody. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic way to answer it. The proof is in the pudding. 500 coins, remember this man, he knows no bounds. He is helping our brother out faster than the speed of light and sound combined to make one fluid wave in 3 dimensions. I can't help but notice that I just fletched these 9 longbows standing in the bank here. It makes me think that if I just fletched them outside, then I would have had 35 and I could have gone straight to the willow tree. That's right, willow. I keep mixing up willow with maple like I'm some sort of madman of woodcutting, but that is not true. I am level 48, but that does not make me a madman of woodcutting. No, for that, I will need probably 58, I'm thinking. Maple shortbow, I like it. Oak tree, I like it. Maple tree, I like it. Did I say maple? I meant magic. What did I say? What is happening? Seriously, what is happening? What is going on? I do not have the answers to these questions. Though I wish I did. Really, I do. You carefully cut the pieces of wood into a shield for 35 fletching, which is exactly what I love to see. Let me tell you something about love. All right, when you hear that beautiful 35 fletching coming in with your very own ear ball, you think to yourself, wow, how can I hear 35 fletching? Yes, indeed. Is it safe to be behind the bank here? Quite frankly, I don't. Whoa! This dude is on a freaking rampage with fletching. I like that. Should I just pick these up? I'm gonna pick them up. What's good? What's good with it, y'all? I'm picking these up. Then I can sell them for guess what? GP. That's right, gold pieces. And I'm going to use those gold pieces to purchase things that will help me in the game mode. I mean, really, this is a foolproof plan. 100%. Then again, maybe I should be fletching my own because the amount of GP that I picked up just then was probably, quite frankly, not much. You know what I'm saying? It's just really not much, but you know what? That's okay. We will persevere. We are strong. A third bird's nest. That is fantastic news. I mean, that is just great news. Now, here's the reality of the situation ahead of us, okay? Willow longbows unstrung, okay? One of the best things I could fletch with a willow log. They only sell to a general store for 16 gold. And at that point, I think it's not worth banking them, okay? Because I get a lot more than that, quite frankly, just by stealing silk. And in that situation, I could just trade it to the guy who's standing right next to me, and he'll do the dirty work. So, we're gonna drop this. We're gonna power through these fletching levels, and then we'll move on to bigger and better things. Hopefully. They might be smaller things, and they might be worse things. But we're hoping for the B&B. Here we go in just a second, getting 40 fletching, able to switch on over to the willow longbow. Unstrung, that's right, more XP per log. How do you feel about that? Huh? Feel pretty good about that, man. Think about it. It's more experience per singular log that we would call from the soul that we harvest from the spirit of the maple tree, which is actually a willow tree. Again, I'm confusing maple with willow, but that is hopefully okay. 42 fletching, actually. I think I can make a shield here. All I gotta do, though, is have 3 these longbows first, because guess what? I have an odd number of inventory spaces available ever since I got this bird's nest, right? 21. Each shield takes 2. Guess what? 2 does not divide evenly into 21. That's a fun mathematical fact for your noggin. You have now learned something on the Dakota Meatballs YouTube channel. The reason to make shields over longbows, if they do take the same amount of experience per minute, is that you got less time spent dropping stuff. You know, I could have a full inventory of the longbows, or I could have half an inventory of the willow shields. So less time dropping stuff, more time getting mad experience in our souls. By the way, let's talk upgrades. +7, +10, +6, 13, and 7, 2, 8, 11, 7, 14, and 8. Oh boy, everybody. We are really moving up the ladder on this one. Great job. Should I be afraid of this guy? He's level 72. He's wearing full purple. He's got no equips on. He could be... I think he might just be dangerous. Luckily for us, he let us live. Which is good. Clearly. For us. And not for him. Though it could be good for both. Depending on the circumstances. By the way, I've been leaving 1 log out of the inventory so I could just continue to make shields because, oh, what fun it is to ride in a 1-horse open willow shield. 50 fletching, allowing me to do maple short bows, but I'm gonna keep going because maple short bows, pfft, come on, that's so last year, dude. You kidding me? They were selling maple short bows in the year of 2000. That's right, 2 followed by 3 zeros, in fact, if you can believe it, and I do suppose that you can. But if you can't, then that will be the fault of yourself and nobody else. I'm sort of wanting to make my way over to the Grand Exchange, by the way, to see if I can get some maple logs on the cheap. Then again, I don't have any money, so that is a problem. So I would like to get some money, then some maple logs, then make some maple longbows once I get 55. And then, oh yes, and then, my friend, then we could just loop forever, right? Because maple longbows, unstrung, they sell to the general stores at 32 GP each, okay? So if I could get a maple log at like 30 GP each, Get like 1,000 of them on loop over and over. Over and over, literally. I mean, just over and over, dude. There's no other way to say it. It's just 3 simple words. O-A-O. What's good with it, huh? I don't know what's good with it, but I'm about to find out what's good with it, okay? I have less than 1,000 GP. One of these days, though, I'm going to have more than 1,000, and that day will be the day that everyone fears Dakota 238. Oh, sheesh, y'all just logged in, and guess what we logged into? A PKer. First time we're getting attacked. I don't gotta eat jack though, you know what I'm saying? But here's another thing I'm saying, okay, that I actually escaped really easily. I'm thinking it's lucky for me that he was melee only. I think if he had maybe snare or even entangle or any of the ice spells, I actually might have been doomed. I only have 4 of these tuna. Interesting. Either way, first encounter with a PKer, and I was able to hold it together, dude. I was able to stay in my inner machination. That is my mind. I think before I run back out there, I am going to switch worlds. How's that sound? Pretty good? It sounds good to me. So let's do it. Go team. I like how my shield matches my starter staff. I don't know, just random observation. Do not worry. Do not fear. Everything is going to be okay. Wait a second. I just realized, why am I doing all the skilling first if I ever plan on PKing? Right? Because if you die without a skull, you don't lose any experience. But if I'm PKing, I will have a skull, and I'll lose experience in everything except for 5 skills. So if I've leveled up all of my skills, then this looks like a bit of a problem. I don't have a good solution for that yet. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And we'll just hope for the best. Heck, maybe I'll never die. Ha ha ha. Y'all see that? I just chopped that log down instantly. I did not even have to swing my rustic runite axe. I should have said hatchet. That would have been so much more fitting to the character. But I didn't, and so now we move on with our lives. Hey, 60 wood cutting. Let's go chop a yew tree. Just kidding. We're never gonna do that for now. Which I shouldn't say never if I'm gonna quantify it with for now after that, you know? What do you gotta say to me, bulrushes? Found near the water's edge. Curious indeed, my friend. How about you, fungus? I doubt that's edible. Well, we're learning all sorts of things about the local flora and or fauna today, which is good for our knowledge base within the confines of our minds. Another bird's nest. How many logs have I chopped? I'm not sure. Are the rates higher, or am I just getting lucky? Or have I fallen into a catatonic coma, and for that reason I have chopped way more logs than I actually have, or than I think I actually have, and the rates are exactly the same, and I'm getting them at exactly that rate. I mean, these are questions, and I do not have answers, but what I do have is the capability to fletch willow shields. Holy cow! This man is mad with power. 52 fletching, can you believe it? Mithril darts, broad arrows, how about this? Broad no. Actually, that being said, broad arrows might be useful. Just kidding, it's broad bolts that I want. Oh my gosh, if I could just think of a word and or phrase before the word and or phrase exits my mouth place. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Think about it. I think it'd be nice, you know? Gosh dang it, I clicked on a tree. Why have I done this? Okay, here we go. We're getting back into fletching the shields. Do not worry. Do not fear. Every little thing is going to be alright. 53 fletching coming in. That's exactly what I love to see. I can now make the toxic blowpipe. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We'll go back to Moss Giants. On top of our Dragon Claws, we'll get the toxic blowpipe, okay, or the blowpipe, or whatever it is that you drop it to craft it into a toxic blowpipe. Okay, yada yada, and have it your way, as they say. Okay, 53. We'll leave the willows at 55. We'll shoot that offer in the GE for maple logs, and hopefully we can make maple longbow use and make a little bit of cash along the way, or just have free fletching experience. Either way, I am not afraid. You think I'm gonna be afraid of a log? I mean, what do you think? What are you even thinking? What are you even thinking? You know? I think that's a great question right about now. What are you thinking, huh? What you thinking? Oh, will this guy attack? Or will he let me live? He is standing right beneath me. Interesting, I'm 61 wood cutting. Now that I've clicked the tree again, certainly he knows that I'm here, and I am watching. Maybe he's just collecting my willow shields. No, he still stands. I sort of want to walk to the side to see if he's swinging an axe at the tree, but I don't think so. I think this man, he might know no bounds. I gotta find out. Okay, he's just chopping the tree with me. That's A-okay by me. I had to check because what if he was prepping? Like, what if he was switching into magic gear and prepping for a big freeze? I only got Fortuna. If he has big freezes, that's a huge problem for a man with Fortuna. Even though I'm very close to the bank. You know? Big freeze, big damage. Oh no, as they say. B-F-B-D-O-N. 6 letters, 6 different ways to fear a man by the name of Zurk. Ah, okay, he's fire making. I understand it now completely. Not really why he's so geared up to fire make, but I guess I get it, you know? Oh, he's teleporting. That's what he's doing. I guess he got the fire making level that he needed with these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 fires. Great job, everybody. Give yourself one pat on one back, but not your back. Oh no. It must be someone else's. If your hand can manage. And it can. It's, you know, it's your hand, someone else's back. No big deal. Alright, here we go. One more shield to go. It's gonna be a willow shield. You guessed it correctly. 55 fletching. We gotta get off to the GE. First things first. Now see if we could get some maple logs on the cheap. Maybe we could sell a little bit, get a little bit of a cash stack going, you know? Maybe we could get a big deal on the rune axe. I'm not gonna sell the rune axe. Come on, let's be realistic. Anyway, I picked up 62 wood cutting along the way. I can now cut monkfish trees, which is a benefit for us and everyone in the world in general. I'm gonna step over here so that I'm not right in front of the path of the door, just in case. So the question is, we go off to the GE, right? We get a bunch of maple logs if we can get a cash stack going on, and then what? Do we make some money? Do we do some combat to hit the cap? What we actually do next, I do not know.